With tax season behind us, there's no time like the present to get prepared for next season. Yes, as an actor, you need to file your taxes. So yeah, I know we all want to get our finances in order as an actor, but what uses is finances if you don't even have your materials in order? Like your headshot, your reel. Have you ever sent your reel off to a potential agent or manager and wondered if it got seen? Or if they watched it all the way through? Or where they might have clicked out of it? Well, with ReelCrafter, you can track every single link that you send out to see if it's been played, how long it's been played, if it was paused. It's completely traceable. So if you're a perfectionist like me and want to have all of your materials in one place, ReelCrafter may be the perfect resource for you. ReelCrafter is not your typical website or portfolio. It actually goes way above and beyond that. With ReelCrafter, you can seamlessly showcase your work as an artist with one link. Did I mention this link is also trackable? Yes, I did. Okay, just had to make sure. You can create as many links as you want, and they're also customizable and traceable. So you can have valuable insights to what the decision makers are thinking when they interact with your portfolio. And we all know what gets tracked, gets improved, gets managed. Y'all know I'm always preaching to you about how important it is for you to have your own data and how important it is for you to track your results. That is the main thing that I love about ReelCrafter. So y'all know I already track my emails, and it's so easy to use. You just drag and drop your materials and it gets uploaded for you. You can also personalize your reel with your on-brand colors, headshots, bios to make it effortlessly unique to you and what you offer. You can use my link in the description box down below, along with my code, to enjoy your first month of ReelCrafter Professional for free. Thank you so much, ReelCrafter, for sponsoring this video. Hi there, Honey Bunch. Happy Thursday, and welcome back to my channel. So this is my most requested video, and I'm so excited to share this with you all. This will be an overview of how actors generally tend to manage their money, just to give you all the basics. And then later on, I can go into deep dives, I can answer your questions, etc. But I don't want to overwhelm you because it can be a bit much. And I just want to specify, I am not, I repeat, not a tax expert. None of this is a guarantee, but I've gone through this process and this was my experience. So don't come for me. You still got to read the forms and you still got to do your own research outside of what I share with you today. But here's what I've learned. If you are a working actor, what may be helpful to you is to create an LLC, which is called a loan-out company. So what is a loan-out company? It's a business entity that you as the actor own. This essentially means that when you book a job, production will hire you through your loan-out company, which you are an employee of. And then the production will pay you through your loan-out company, and then you will pay yourself from your loan-out company. What are the benefits of a loan-out company? A loan-out company protects you as the actor from liability when you're working on a set. So if God forbid, if something goes terribly wrong and someone wants to sue you, if you are hired through your loan-out company, they will be suing the company and not you. It also provides tax benefits, especially if you elect to be taxed as an S corporation, because no taxes are taken out when production pays the company. But when you run your own payroll, that's when taxes are taken out. Another benefit is that you're in charge of your own payroll. You decide when you get paid by your company. You decide how much you get paid. You get a separate business account to keep track of all of your expenses, all of your income. You can easily keep track of business expenses like headshots, classes, dance classes, mileage, audition supplies, gas for going to and from auditions, to and from set, to and from classes, to and from meetings with industry professionals, office supplies like printers, paper, pens, laptops, self-tape setup, your smartphone. You can even write off some spaces in your home if it's designated as a self-tape space, as a voiceover studio space, etc. You can also write off services of the people you hire, like hair and makeup artists for premieres or for photo shoots, or a stylist, or a publicist or a lawyer, and also agent and manager commissions. So what are the downsides? The downside is that if you aren't working consistently enough, then it can be a little expensive. You'll probably need to hire an entertainment accountant, that's what I would recommend, in order to keep track of everything for you through an accounting service like QuickBooks. You are solely responsible for making sure that all of the forms are filed correctly and on time. An $800 estimated tax is to be collected every single year that you are in business as a corporation or an LLC. Creating an LLC name and getting established in your state may be a bit tricky, and it may cost you a little over $100. Finding the right business banking account can be a pain because sometimes you have to have a certain minimum in order to open the account, or you have to keep a certain amount of money in the account to avoid fees. When should an actor create an LLC? When should an actor create a loan out company? I would highly recommend that you create your loan out company if you are already a member of SAG-AFTRA and are working consistently, or if you are an eligible member of SAG-AFTRA and are also working consistently, because you can also write off your SAG-AFTRA dues. So let's say you have all of that. Great. The next thing I would recommend you have is that you have at least a few TV and film credits under your belt to make it worth it. Maybe you also have a few national commercials or even internet or streaming commercials that you're getting residuals from. That would be worth setting up an LLC, because then no taxes will be taken out of those residuals and you'll be able to keep more of your money. I'd also say if you're making enough to qualify for SAG-AFTRA health insurance, yeah. Or even if you're close to qualifying for SAG-AFTRA health insurance, it's probably a good time to create an LLC. Okay, so I'm ready to create my LLC / my loan out company. What is the first step? I'd recommend you going to your Secretary of State website. There, they should have info about applying for an LLC to do business in your state. It cost me, I believe, around $100 to create my business entity name and to file all the forms in the state of California. Comment down below, I'm ready, if you plan on creating your own loan out company this year. How long does the process take? The process took me about 60 days. A few days to hear back from the state of California about my approval for my entity name, and then for an LLC to be taxed as an S Corp, you have to file, I believe it's still the same, don't quote me on this, Form 8832 and also Tax Form 2553. And both of those have to be approved for you to do business as an LLC and also to be taxed as an S Corp. Then you'll be mailed what's called your Articles of Incorporation or Titles of Incorporation or something similar to that, which you can then take to a business bank of your choosing and open up a business banking account and an online accounting service like QuickBooks or whatever you choose. So how does an LLC or a loan out company come into play on set? Once you have your loan out all set up, first, alert your team. Send them over all of your paperwork so that they have it on file for you. Also, call SAG-AFTRA if you're a member of SAG-AFTRA and let them know. I believe there's a form that you can fill out to have your payments and residuals directed through your loan out company. So once you book a job, you'll let production or your team know that you'll be using your loan out company. When you fill out start paperwork for the job, make sure you fill out a W-9 containing your FEIN or EIN, which is your federal employer identification number or just employer identification number. Do not put in your social security number and do not fill out a W-4, because then you won't be paid properly or taxed properly. And also be prepared to have that handy dandy PDF file of all the business documents that you have so you can send it over to production, because they will ask for it. And if you don't have it, you can't be paid through your loan out. And then you're all set. Once you receive the check from that job, make sure it has your business name on it and then deposit it into your business banking account. And then voila. So how do you pay yourself? So like I said, I use QuickBooks, which is an accounting service that's online, and it's hooked up to my business banking account. My payroll runs automatically every 2 weeks, and it's deposited into my personal banking account. You can set your hourly rate, as well as how many hours you'd like to be paid for per week. I keep mine at 35 hours a week, so I'm technically full-time. I adjust my hourly rate every 6 to 8 months or so, depending on how much money I'm bringing in. I think as long as your hourly rate is at least minimum wage in your state, you should be good. Once payroll runs, that is when taxes are taken out. So like Social Security and Medicare, federal, state, all of that comes out of my payroll that I pay into my personal banking account. But it's usually way less taxes that are being taken out than if you didn't have your loan out company. I remember before I had my loan out company, I was doing Queen Sugar season 3, and then the residuals finally came from that season, and I think the gross amount was like $13,000. But then I looked at the net amount after taxes were taken out, this is before my loan out company, and it was like $7,000. $6,000 to taxes, because I was being taxed in the state of California. I was also being taxed from the state of Louisiana, which is where we shot, and I was also getting federal and all that other stuff taken out. So that was a big chunk and a big wake-up call to me to start thinking about a loan out company. I mean, don't get me wrong, like keeping $6-7 grand is still a lot of money, but It would have been more had I had my loan up. So there you have it. That's generally how most working actors manage their money. If you're curious about the cost of living in LA, these next videos are for you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch y'all in a new video Thursday after next. Bye.